but it is a rocket ship.
Turn it over. And
pretty perfect.
it's the end of an era.
That's the Sim 2's gone.
I mean, we've never done this where really any fairway woods have genuinely sent these two packing.
No.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Maybe my most enjoyable time of year. Early season, build the bag, start to put together the squad of clubs that are going to get you through your season.
Yeah.
Call it a squad because it's highly unlikely we're not going to end up at 14.
I think that's the thing you said earlier. It's a myth that you change clubs. You've actually been pretty good lately.
I really haven't been
We each have
that bad.
a lot of new clubs.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're in the bag. But our job is to test and to tinker and to try and
To give you guys opinions.
Yeah.
Ultimately give you guys opinions. Let you guys know what we think when we take them out there. But in terms of the 14 that take the field, there's probably 16 or 17 that are going to be called the squad. And we're going to start kind of cutting that down, obviously, today. We're going to start at the top end of the bag, Mikey, and sort of what the established team members are. Obviously, this has been in the bag for quite some time. Graphite Design VF 5X.
X-Flex, nice.
Yeah, definitely not stiff. TSR3, 8 degree A1 setting, T2 weight. Been really good.
Honestly, we play a decent amount of golf together. It's the best driver I've seen you use in a long time. And I know you have your days where, I didn't hit that great. We played a couple weeks ago, you missed a couple. We all looked and go, I'd take a bunch of those. That is
Pretty good.
I'd be shocked if that leaves the bag, but we'll see what happens.
So at the driver front, there's probably two. At some point, I'll try QI10. I'm not. It's not in my mind right now to try QI10. I think the one that has been on my mind has been AI Smoke. Now I've got Triple Diamond. I don't know if Triple Diamond's the one.
Yeah.
I think Max is probably the one, and there is a Max Triple Diamond option as well. So that might end up being sort of the best of both worlds.
Need to call a friend on that one.
Might need to call in a friend, but as of right now, I'm gonna do a little testing with Triple Diamond. It was really good before we went down to Florida in the Bay. It wasn't as great outside as it was inside. That's all on me. But I do have the Max there, and we're gonna hit some of those today and try and figure out, can we get close to TSR3? Still, after having tested with that 10K the other week against the QI10 Max, I still have it in my mind that G430 is a phenomenal driver, and it is.
Yeah, I think you played around with the weights a couple weeks ago as well. This, we heard some inside scoop on this driver in particular last week at the PGA show.
And this is last year's one, guys. I would not play 10K.
No.
I would only be in the Max if I was going to play one of them.
Yeah, I mean, in the Bay, it's for fitters is one of the best drivers to work with, and
no doubt.
Yeah, good driver.
Really good. So I think as of right now, that's driver options. When it comes to fairway woods, Sim 2 has its rightful place. Love them. Two new candidates for that. Again, throughout the testing we've been doing, I think the standout fairway wood in my testing has been the two Triple Diamond models. The AI Smoke 15, I've got it turned down to 14. I probably will turn it back up, but we'll see. And then the 5 wood, which is 18 degrees.
That 18 is impressive.
Adjusted versus bonded. Yeah, it's the first time you've really seen that in person built up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Head shape, it's good, isn't it? 10 1K, 70X, and then 80X in the 5 wood. Exactly the same as what I have in the Sim 2s. The 4-iron I put into the bag at the back end of last year, which is a T200 to match the 5-iron I play, is a little rocket ship.
And it's your iron setup too. There's no graphite shaft in it. It's not longer by any means.
It has a Snowman CT100 in it. Doesn't have a modus. So actually,
lighter.
It is a little bit of a option, if you like.
Yeah.
That's why I like it as my driving iron, because I can turn the thing down and I can hit it 235 if I really, really need to. If I need to kind of scald one down the fairway, but just takes out the need for me to carry a driving iron, which is really, really good. Yeah,
you keep trying to toy with the idea of a driving iron, but that 4-iron's so consistent.
Just an old dad now.
Yeah.
No 40-year-old really should be carrying a driving iron.
Old for sure.
All right, let's look at the hybrids or area Let's see if this 5 wood, which 5 wood's going to make the bag, which 3 wood's going to make the bag, also which driver's going to make the bag.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty decent. Again, that 220-ish on the fly.
Looks so easy for you to carry that number with this iron.
Yeah, it's just all on me. Just how do you hit it, right? Forehand's never going to be the easiest to hit, but it gives you the options. I'm really comfortable hitting the ball up in the air. I'm not comfortable hitting the ball down.
Right.
So
yeah.
at least an iron gets me somewhat there, but like if I really need to hit a ropey one, which I'll try to. A little bit flatter, Mikey.
Yeah.
Don't turn it over, but steeper certainly.
I think having the ability to do multiple different shot shapes and kind of play this iron different ways, especially still having that kind of sleeker, slimmer sole for you than what some driving irons would.
Definitely. Like that's a little bit more that flat. Still not flat, like it does still want to get up in the air. But I can drive the spin down. That's the biggest thing I feel like with this one. Peak height and spin can come under 4,000. You know, I normally, if I hit a good one of these, I'll probably launch it at 15. I can drive it a little bit lower. So that's staying for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go Sim 2. Yeah, I still love this thing. Like we said, Tensei 1K ATX, a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
I don't tip it that much. I like it to feel kind of somewhat heavy, not soft, but I like to feel the shaft anyway.
And this set at 1 click lower?
It is, yeah. Actually 2, so it's set 17.5.
Okay.
So I'd say that's probably 5 wood looking pretty decent there, Mikey.
Now, is this 5 wood able to kind of get out of the rough for you as well? Like, can you smash down on it a bit more, or would you just take an iron?
You definitely can. Like that head shape, like with the way that bottom really curves like that, it does dig out there really, really nicely. It's one of the reasons I think you and I both like our 5 woods to be short as well.
Yeah.
Decent.
You sound good.
Yeah. But imagine that carry spun up to maybe 44, 45.
Yeah, 42.
42, 72. I think those are kind of this thing when it's looking decent.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah. So really good looking, maybe a little bit more simple in that it's not how it sits or
Yeah.
it just, obviously a bonded little fairwood takes that option out your hands.
When you compare the two 5 woods, when I look down at them, that Sim 2 looks so much more smaller, heel to toe wise, than the AI Smoke. AI Smoke looks like it has a little bit more room.
Right.
Your thoughts on going from adjustable to bonded? Do you feel like you're handcuffed at all?
No, it sits so nice. Like, you know how particular I am when I sit fairwoods down. If it doesn't look right, I would never even bother putting a shaft in it anyway.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew that I liked this one straight out the gates. The biggest thing the biggest thing I want with this is, I don't really want that one. Like, I feel like I should hit 5 wood 245 to 250 rather than 234 when I catch one that just kicks up and spins.
Right, yeah.
Like that feel like that's moving through like a different gear in the air. I mean, high.
High, yeah.
High.
That's so good right there. Definitely got a little bit more of that carry you're looking for, but that it's super high coming in from, what was that last one? 141.
Yeah.
Peak height, descent angle 48 with a 5 wood.
Yeah. Like I feel like that has the next level of sort of carry distance, and you're just going to do whatever I need it to into a par 5, or if it's...
I think having that extra carry out of this already if there's one you need to like saw off a little bit, you can sacrifice a few yards with it.
I just need to learn how to do it. So bad at that shot. I wish I had it in the locker. Like, that's a little bit more that softer flighted one.
Yeah. Comes in a little bit lower, but it's got the chance to stop.
So if you look at the 3 balls I hit there, look at the spin in those 3. 37.50, 37.15, 37.99.
Now look at your standard deviation, 35.
Yeah, so I just played a little bit to obviously take the speed down, launch down, brings the peak down without getting into that kind of like distance loss. So overall, still in that 245 carry range, which is exactly where we want it.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Okay, easy.
Easy replacement.
Yeah. So this thing's different. This thing is, and I've always had 3 woods that kind of are little mini drivers, if you like, because really I don't have to hit something that lands the green that often from anything more than 250.
Yeah.
So most of that is 5 wood. So
You feel like having a 3 wood in your bag that
always back up the driver.
Yeah.
I never have a problem hitting it up in the air. Like, where's that green at 275?
Yeah.
Like, if this needs to fly to between 250 and 260, that might be the easiest shot I have in my bag. That's probably 250 in the air, probably.
And that was striped.
Yeah, so if I need to kick the spin up, that's the easiest thing for me to do. Hard for me to knock spin down with anything else. So I'd rather build it low spin, knowing that I can kick it up if I need to.
The other thing too is for some of the tournament golf that you're going to play, if you need that 270 fairway finder, then that's it right there.
Yeah, this is exactly it.
But it is a rocket ship.
Turn it over. And
even that turned over, it's not like it's a massive miss to the left.
No.
It just drew a bit.
And that's the T-ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
161, 12 launch, 2800.
Pretty perfect.
It's the end of an era.
That's the Sim 2's gone.
I mean, we've never done this where really any fairway woods have genuinely sent these 2 packing.
No. Are you actually packing? Like I'm gonna hold on to those for a month.
You draw it up in your mind, and if you see it on here, like, I'm good after that, like, take them, trade them in. Trade them in. They're gone.
To the basement.
Yours. They're
the
into
basement.
science.
I think what you need to is not have access to them for a month and a bit.
That actually is a fact. Like,
Put the head covers on.
yeah.
Let someone else take them.
Yeah, someone else take
They
them.
can stay in the basement, and then you can't even tinker with it.
Without a doubt.
Because you'd go back a week like, oh, these cricket.
So we'll just hit 2 drivers with this. And I think it sums up this thing perfectly. So if you go to club a second, you've got my swing speed as I don't like it, which is when this driver really works.
Yeah.
Or my swing delivery as I don't like it, that's when this is great. And then you've got the swing that I'm trying to be more of, which is less up. You know, it's a flatter flight. When I make a good swing, this does not work for me.
Interesting.
Like, it just, you know, I'll try and, again, I always talk about 3 up, 2 in, 2 out. So if I get anywhere near that delivery, this driver should not work. That one. So if that was 4 up, 3 in, 2 out, close enough. Probably as close as I'm going to get to the swing I want to make right now.
Just dive bombs.
9 degrees of launch and 1650.
Yeah.
This is a great launch monitor driver for me. Not the TSR3, but the 8 degree.
Right.
So, like, I have this in 9 as well. That's probably worth trying next. But I want to get away from the launch monitor driver.
Now this driver here is a completely different setup to what you're using. Would you, when you can, would you dabble with VF in?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm so comfortable with that shaft now. Yeah.
You said it earlier, it's a combo of you know, Venta's blue and black in a way, right?
Yeah.
Gives you stability of black, feel of blue.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, obviously got new Ventus blue because I loved old Ventus blue, I really did. So I need to try and figure out whether this is a plug and play option. So that, in terms of the delivery, Mikey, is so damn close to what I've done with the TSR3 8 degree, but it goes 12.2 and 2200.
Now, when you were hitting TSR3 really good, like the first two you hit, and I know there were some fluctuations in some numbers, but you were at like 167 ball.
Yeah. I think that's a bit of a byproduct of kind of a long drive swing, if you like an that's a golf course swing right there. Like that's something like I would try and just like hit a tight draw down a hole. This is every bit as fast, no doubt about it.
Now from triple diamond to, what would your thoughts be of why you would try smoke max?
Probably just a little bit of as neutral as I like to play it, this is a rightward start line, and I don't love a rightward start line. Because sometimes if I kind of get a little under it, I feel like I can hit that one that goes off the planet right.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like Max would probably bail me out of that a little bit.
When we did early testing with Max,
yeah,
I thought, okay, yeah, this could be a contender. You could game this. Come back.
like to be honest, the one I just described to you is probably that one. A wee bit under it and it just stays out to the right.
Yeah. All right, AI Smoke Max.
I like the head shape is nice. It's definitely bigger than a triple diamond or a TSR3, but not as big as a G430.
Yeah.
So it actually might sit in a real nice sweet
Okay,
spot.
good.
Different noise. Like I didn't feel like I hit that one great, but
Yeah.
this AI Smoke head has like very high launch, very low spin to it.
Good miss.
Very good. And that delivery matches up, right? 4.5 up, three into out is
And
nice.
for someone who says they tend to get stuck under it a little bit too, like just having this almost sit maybe a little bit more upright for you, that triple diamond, like you said, it's a little bit more fade bias.
Definitely. Yeah, similar strike, to be honest, to the last one.
Just hit draws for days. Ball speed's up.
104 peak. So I think of the calorie options, that's the one.
Yeah. I'd like to try that with VF.
Yeah.
I'd probably like to try I'd like to try that 9 max with you in VF as well.
Definitely. Okay, so to be fair to the comparison, let's do TSR3 9 degree. The other head I have, A1 as well. Not T2 weight, but T1. Wasn't my most kind of comfortable swing. I feel like I kind of held it off, but
Yeah. Got away with it. But again, that's that, you called it simulator swing earlier. That's back to that 5 up and
yeah, I don't love being, I want to try and get away from being that much up on it.
sounded good.
Yeah, it's closer. Launch and spin are better there.
Yeah. And that AI Max had maybe call it 200 less RPM on the driver, so you got maybe a little bit more out of it.
But this is a fraction quicker, it would seem.
Yeah, it is for sure.
But that might be, again, playing 5x over 6x. Not bad. Good miss.
Yep. You take it Sunday morning, first tee shot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're okay with that.
It's good. I would just say that, and it's quick. And like I said, I'd like to try a 5X in that AI Smoke, but that AI Smoke just had that one shot shape was baby draw for you more than anything.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. It has 400 RPMs too much spin on it. Let's play with it while let's go B1. That seemed closer. I don't know, for whatever Seemed like the spin there was maybe in that 23, 24 window. No, higher.
Well, 28.
It's interesting that it seemed to live in that spin. I'm not going to fight it. If it is, it is. And the other one has...
I think you go that 5X in that AI smoke. I think that ball speed and club head speed start to match.
Okay, the other contender, G430, max at 7.5. I think the last test we done, this one was actually really good as well. What does that look like, spin-wise? I think that looks flatter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look very high, that's for sure.
22.
22.74. Good ball speed. Decent launch.
I love the height.
Yeah, 108.
That was such a bad one, but
Safety with the max.
ping just helps. I feel like it was just not a bad strike, maybe open face. Didn't get it. Still don't know. I still think it maybe AI smoke max, I think.
I'd like I said, like to run the same shaft through all of them.
It's got some speed in it, this thing. I think it might be between this. I think it might be between this and the Callaway.
And that's the funny thing, but like that's a bad strike, but man, oh man, you got away with it.
Yeah,
Toe banger, and it's
big time.
in play.
Big time.
I'd love to see like a 166, 167 out of this AI smoke. Spinny.
Yeah, good face. That was probably 166 there, probably. 167.
67, okay. On a low strike.
Yeah. Okay. Right, 168. Yeah, this one's close.
Yeah.
This one is very close. Take a little bit of that shape out it. I'd love to put that 5X VF in it. Mm-hmm. And I think we're, to be honest, I think we're right there. Okay. Okay, Michael, first part of the Build-A-Bag.
No driving iron needed.
I think we're not, I wouldn't say it's complete.
See.
There's a little bit to be done. I think we need to have VF to be comfortable in that Callaway specifically. And I might even try it in the ping as well. Although that TZ6 in the ping feels really good. But
Yeah.
starting kind of in the transition point, 4-iron, we liked it.
Keep it.
Good job, right? This was a more painful exercise. So we kind of had sim to 5 wood, ball speed was good, launch and spin just kind of kicked up and spin a little bit, but look at this thing.
So
It's
good.
just elite.
Higher,
elite
faster.
levels. Okay, quickly raise it before I try to bring it back.
Sim 2, 5 wood, gone.
Gone. Whenever you hit the 3 wood, that's how much I like the 5 wood. We just went straight to it. This was a savage. 160 ball, 12 and 2800, 264 carry, back up off the tee, should I need it. There was the one that we looked at that was kind of the particularly high. We really liked kind of the idea of it flying really high if we needed to, 121 feet,
Mini
land it
driver
soft.
territory.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, easy.
Sim 2, 3 wood,
Gone.
gone.
Okay, so the first 3 clubs, they made quick sense.
Yeah.
That was pretty comfortable and easy. We brought in the big stick, right? The OG Got a few. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, but I don't know. Today it had that kind of like, I mean, I was obviously trying to bring it out in it a little bit with the delivery, but as we talked about the delivery, the more I'm transitioning towards the angle of attack I want to have, I don't hit that driver well. The more I bring the angle of attack down, the worse I hit it. It is a driver that caters well to a high upward angle attack. Shigang. First stop was this guy. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
Impressed.
But it felt like that. Just kind of hanging out on the...
If you get stuck at all.
A little bit stuck on it.
That's gonzo.
Okay. We thought about TSR3, not bad, but it kind of hung up with a little bit of spin. Not bad though, by any means. 166 ball. Let's take these other characters out. We hit the ping. Kind of looked a little bit like AI Smoke Triple Diamond. It kind of hung out there on the right a touch. Not bad. But I think the one we're going to pursue is this guy. Right, it just felt like it was like 13 launch, 2200, good ball speed. I would like to move towards this a little bit more. My strike point was better today.
Yeah.
It wasn't as low in the head as we've seen it in the last few weeks. That, without a doubt, is a byproduct of moving more towards this, which is nice.
I think trying the VF5X in all the heads that you're thinking about will help. But yeah, I think that AI smoke is winner. Thanks for coming, TSR3.
Yeah. I don't think it's a done deal quite yet, purely because I do think we need to see what it's like with the other shaft in it. Right, and we haven't hit QI yet, QI 10, and I do like that. I hit it quite well when we tested it. So I do think that's worthy of a wee chance.
Yeah. Driver is still a work in progress.
I think so. I think so. Feels like it. So next time we talk to you on my own bag, we'll be looking at sort of irons and how we transition down towards wedges, and even call it irons and full swing clubs. And then once we get into partial clubs, we'll do 56, 55, 54, 60, and putter. But we'll touch upon driver on the next one again.
Yeah, dial in driver a bit more.
Okay. So that's kind of where I am with my own bag. There's 3 changes happening right out of the gate. Where do you feel like the first place you want to start?
Yeah, I'd like to start with the woods. Obviously, I'm just want to hit it further, and I mean, I hit it decently straight, thank goodness, but I just want to hit it further. So I want to see any of the new tech better than what I currently have. In my mind right now, it's tough to think
something's going to be
something's going to beat it, but and then especially where that we've got an interesting kind of like setup in my bag with 3/7 wood and that hybrid. The hybrid can stay. I have nothing wrong with the hybrid.
Yeah.
7 wood. I think the honeymoon phase is over with the 7 wood. Shame
I never
to
saw you
say,
hit any good ones down in the US.
No. Yeah. Struggled with the 7 wood. I don't know what it is, but we will see. That's where I'd like to start, top of the bag.
Okay. Any idea why you think? Because I mean, 2 months ago that 7 wood was a no-brainer.
I know.
What's changed?
The last couple of, like 3 wood's been awesome.
Yeah.
Driver's been pretty decent.
Okay.
Hybrid's very good. That 7 wood for me, it's just a high launch, spinny, cutty shot that just not really something I ever want to see in my bag.
I think it's because of your delivery right now.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's that kind of little back foot out to in cut across it. The reason why a stealth 3 wood works and the reason why an 8-degree TSR3 works is because they're kind of like flat flying.
Yeah.
7 wood with that delivery is going to have a harder time. I think, and we're going to move you away from that delivery. It's kind of like what we're doing there with me, with testing drivers at what I want the angle of attack to be. We kind of probably need to do a little bit more of that with you. I actually think you'll reclaim your confidence with it. The downside is, or the other option is we go not 7 wood, we maybe do 5 wood at 7 wood length or something just to bring that flight down a little bit, give you that stronger flight. But that's easy done.
That's what my old TSR 2 5 wood had, was a little flatter, but it kind of straightened out flight, and I played it a little short, which I didn't hate. But when I put that 7 wood in the bag right away, I felt like I could hit it one-handed and not have any issues. So yeah, we'll see.
First world problems. We get all
100%.
these nice clubs, and at times our swings can evolve to the point where we maybe think there's something better.
Breaking news: RIP Sim 2 fairway-woods, 3 and 5 wood.
Where's that sad music we played for Brath when he was hitting over the water? On
Insert
that day?
music here with a little tombstone.
There's some sad music. Anytime there's a somber moment on the channel, we bring back the music.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today in the funeral of Sim 2.
Say a prayer.
Adios.
They've done well.
Yeah, never to be in the bag again. I'm gonna hang on to them for 2 months.
You can keep them. You can take them. You can donate them. You can sell them. You can do whatever you want. They're yours.
Gonzo.
I'll need them back. Okay, guys, we're on to Mikey's bag next. Probably next week, actually.
Yeah.
We've got some putter action with Sam from. By the time you see this, you'll probably have seen those videos, or at least know they're coming. But we have Sam Hand from Lab Putters coming in, and we'll also do the start of your builder bag. Start to build that.
Love it. Love it.
Ideally, we'll have them set for. I call it March, early March. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, let us know, are you transitioning your own bag this year? Is this going to be a year of continuity where you kind of keep the 14 clubs that you really trust? We did talk about the little sim hybrid, and I don't even think we need to hit that because it's going to be around. There'll be times when that comes out, but maybe another day we'll talk about that one. All right, stay tuned. We want to hear about your bags being built. We're building ours. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.